first. Oh,
There we go.
there we go. Thank you, Colette.
You're welcome.
So, so allow me. Good afternoon to everyone, and thank you for being here. And welcome to Strengthen Your Bones with Mitch Menick. I'm Bill, one of your co-hosts, together with Colette and Wanda. And we actually have two Wandas, one of which cannot join us as a tech supporter today, but she's regular. But thank you, Wanda, Colette, and also Rich, who does support and makes this class possible. Mitch brings his class to you on Monday afternoons, every Monday at 12 p.m. Pacific. And to join, just click the link to join this class. Colette and Wanda, Colette has posted it in chat. And also subscribe to Mitch's newsletter, because then you'll get, the newsletter will give you links to all of Mitch's classes, and it will also send you reminders, that this class is coming, and we'll have the link. And there's no need to register. Half-hour class every Monday, 12 p.m. Pacific, and just join 5, 10, 15 minutes before the class. Now, if this is one of the initial times that you're taking the class, please be sure that you've talked with your doctor. We are excited about the class, and we support regular exercise, but we want to be sure that your doctor agrees. Now, during class, please keep your audio on mute to eliminate background noise. But after class, we'll have a chat session. I'll encourage you to raise your hand. I'll see your hand and ask you to unmute, and we really solicit all comments and observations. If you prefer not to raise your hand, please make an observation in chat. We'll look for that and pick up on questions and comments there. And of course, emoticons are welcome too. But in sum, thank you everyone for being here. Rich, I'll not go to my 20-page intro. This is good. All yours.
Outstanding, Bill. Thank you so very much. And Colette, Wanda, thank you guys for being here to support, make sure everybody has a good experience. And I just want to add something that Bill said, just to give a little more clarity here. So I actually have a landing page that has all my class schedule on it. So that's it's called Class Schedule, and that's in my newsletter. So if you guys bookmark that, you'll always be able to know, have a link to get to a class. And and that's good. And that's that's about all the information you need there. And of course, my classes are recorded on this Monday class anyway so far. And so you can always access that through my YouTube channel. So having said that, you can do the class standing or sitting. So let's hop right to it. Might want to drink water from here and take a little sip of water every now and then. If you're wearing glasses, you might want to take them off for a moment. We're going to start doing a little tapping exercise. So we'll take the fingers and start tapping the flat bone on the top of the head, all around the flat bone. That's not the crown, that's just the flat bone. And now do the crown. Now tapping stimulates the fascia, yes. Now come on down behind the head bone where the head bone touches the neck muscle. But there's energy centers throughout the body, and the ones closer to the skin are getting affected this way. And then go behind the ears on the bony part, above the ears, and then up and down the ears. So the idea is to improve the circulation, the flow of energy throughout the body as we do this tapping. And take your thumb and finger and pinch all around the ears, and then do all over the temples, all over the temple. Big wide area in the temples there. Every place that's kind of sensitive, that's your temples. And then do the forehead, all over the forehead. And then you come right in between the eyebrows, but up a little bit. This is your mind's eye, a major energy center. In yoga, we call this the sixth chakra, your mind's eye. And on top of the eyebrows, go to the outside edges of the eyes and hang out there for a minute. Below the eyes, on top of the eye sockets, then come down below the nose on the upper level of the gum line. And then just come up to the back teeth, and then back down to the front, jump down to the lower level, and then up to the back teeth, and back down to the front, and then all around the chin. And then do underneath the jawbone, and then just start tapping up the jawbone, behind the jaw, below the ears. There's some soft tissue here. This is glandular in here, a little sensitive. Now let's do scrunchy face and open face. Now, it's a good stretch for the face, but it improves circulation. So you make a nice tight fist, scrunch up the face, squint the nose, squint the eyes. On the count of three, we do just the opposite. It's called open face. You open up the eyes wide, stick the tongue out for a good stretch in the jaw, and make a sound to put some energy into it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, two more times. Give it your all. Really tight as you can. 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more time. Yeah, tighten up the whole body. Squint the face really hard. 1, 2, 3. Now feel the tingling in the face. Okay, left ear, left shoulder. Extend the right hand. Take the left hand, start tapping hard where the shoulder connects to the neck, and then on top of the shoulder, and then on top of the bicep, the elbow, and then start coming down the forearm to the wrist, top of the thumb, front of the fist, pinky, lower wrist, coming up the forearm to the elbow, tricep, armpit, upper part of the chest. Let's go on the other side. Okay, shoulder connects to the neck, shoulder, bicep, elbow, coming down the forearm, to the wrist, top of the thumb, front of the fist, pinky, lower wrist, coming up the forearm, to the elbow, tricep, armpit, okay, upper part of the chest. Now, here's an opportunity to shut any stress you're holding in the body, and you tap up high and pretty hard. It's good for the lungs. So follow me. When I go ha, you go ha. If I go ha ha, you go ha ha. Let me go first. You do a good job. You'll end up laughing with me at the end. Here we go. Ha! Ha ha! Ha ha ha! Ho! Ho ho! Ho ho ho! He! He he! He he he! Yeah! Let yourself go. Yeah. Yeah, laughter's so good for you. Just let it go. Yeah. That feels so good. All right, now come on down to the abdomen. A little bit of laughter, so powerful. Now do your kidneys, tailbone, buttocks. Come on down the back of the legs, then come up the insides. When you go to the hips, and come down the outsides, come up the front of the legs, hang out the knees, all around the knees. Come up your thighs, and then cross your hands, place them on the shoulders, sweep down to the toes. Let's just say it feels so good. Ready? It feels so good. Now let's begin. Little vibration, bounce the knees, relax the arms, relax the shoulders. Let the shoulders really relax so the arms just go by themselves. Now just start shaking the palms. Now let's add a little wiggle of the hips. Then shim those shoulders and bobble the head. So now you're all shook up. Let everything go, just let everything relax. We're doing 5 things. We're bouncing the knees, wiggling the hips, shimming the shoulders, bobbling the head, shaking the palms. Now stop. Feel the tingling in your palms, your fingers. Let's do 3 heart opening breaths. Palms in front of the abdomen. Sink into the back of the calves and inhale. Give it a big stretch. And exhale. Come down for 2 more times through the nose. Inhale. Stretch it out. And exhale. 1 more goes to forward bend through the nose. Inhale and stretch. Now when you exhale, lock the knees, hinge at the hips. Let the arms dangle. Feel a nice pull on the back of your legs. 3 breaths here through the body, through the nose. Inhale and exhale. Let yourself relax a little deeper. 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. It's not about touching your toes. It's just about relaxing. 1 more time. Inhale and exhale. Feel a nice stretch off. Now, when you inhale, bend the knees and pivot up. As we exhale, we straighten up. Let's do 1 leg at a time. Step forward with your right foot, hands on the hips. We're going to stretch the back of the leg. So you inhale. When we exhale, just hinge at the hip, keep the back straight, and come down to where you don't come down any further. 3 breaths here through the nose. Inhale and exhale, going a little deeper into that stretch. 2 more times. Inhale and exhale just a little bit deeper, just relaxing into the stretch. 1 more time. Inhale and exhale even further. Oh, that feels so good. Now when you inhale, slowly come on up. Yeah, okay, let's kick the legs out for a second. Let's do the other side. Step forward with your left foot. I mirror teach, so I'm on the same side as you. We inhale and exhale, sink into the back of the leg. You're coming down to where you don't come down any further. 3 breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Just let yourself relax into the stretch. 2 more times. Inhale and exhale, going a little deeper into the stretch from relaxing. 1 more time. Inhale and exhale even deeper into the stretch. Now, very slowly on the inhale, bring it up. Feel it in the hips on the way up. And when you exhale, you relax and just kind of kick the legs out, relax the arms, shin the shoulders, and bobble the head. All right, so let me just disapprove this. And let's start with balance of plate. So if you extend your right palm out, and I want you to sink into a squat. So inhale will rise and exhale will sink. Squats are very important for the body, but we're going to make some circles and do the gyration. So this is really good for all your joints. So inhale to the chest. We rise, bring the palm into the chest, elbow and shoulder up, circle the palm, point to the right. Now when you exhale, you bend the knees and notice the hip goes one way. This is countering your balance. We're going to gyrate the hip as we rise. So inhale, we rise, bring the palm over the head, keeping the palm face up. Yeah, as you exhale, we're completing the circle with the hips and we return back to our starting position. Again, inhale, we rise. And exhale, we sink, feel the hip. Now gyrate the hip. On the inhale, we're rising. Oh, it's a good stretch. And exhale, it's a full body stretch for the joints. Really good. One more time. Inhale and exhale, stretch. Inhale over the head and exhale. All right, now bring the foot back as you inhale and exhale. Let's go to the other side. So it's inhale and exhale, step out, sink into a squat. You can put your hand on your hip for something to do. So inhale, bring the palm into the chest. We rise, circle the palm, and exhale. The hip goes one way, the arm the other. Gyrate the hip now. Inhale and bend the elbow to come over the head as we're rising. As we're exhaling, we're completing the circle. Okay, it's a nice stretch. Again, inhale and exhale, just stretch it out. Okay, again, inhale over the head. What a nice stretch this is. And exhale, we do one more time through the nose. Inhale and exhale, stretch. Inhale over the head and exhale. Lovely. Now bring the foot back in the inhale and exhale. Now take a half step to the right and a half step to the left and sink into a squat. So inhale, we rise, bring the palms into the chest. Elbow and shoulder up, circle the palms, and exhale, stretch to the side, and over the head we go. Inhale, crisscross over the head, stretching through the abdominal muscles, and exhale, come on back down for 2 more times through the nose. Inhale, and exhale, stretch. Inhale over the head, and exhale 1 more time through the nose. Inhale, and exhale, stretch. Here we go. Inhale, stretch. Yeah. And exhale. Okay, bring the feet back. First one right. Inhale. Exhale, left. Inhale. And exhale. Now let's go to weights. Weights are optional. The amount of weight you use determines how difficult the class will be for you. So if you don't want to use any weights, that's okay. Just do everything like a stretching routine. So we're going to start with the overhead press. So someone sent me a little message over the weekend, and they suggested to add squats. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to give you an option to do a squat here. So follow me. So inhale to the shoulder and exhale. Squats are optional, but we begin with an inhale. When you exhale, I want you to squat. Now begin with an inhale. When you exhale, rise up and reach the palm, twist the palm forward and inhale. This is optional to do the squat. Exhale, other side, reach up and stretch. And inhale, that's 1. Back to the right. Exhale, reach and stretch. And inhale to the left. Exhale, back to the right. That's 2. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, we'll pick up the pace. That's 3. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, 4. Exhale, straighten the legs and inhale, bend the legs. Exhale, inhale, 5 more. Exhale, inhale, exhale, 4 to go. Exhale, inhale, a good stretch. 3 more. Exhale, inhale, exhale, 2 more. Exhale, inhale, exhale, 1 more. Exhale, inhale, exhale, no more. Then inhale, straighten the legs, and exhale, lower your arms to the side. Take 2 breaths through the nose. Inhale, and exhale through the mouth. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Inhale, and exhale. Nice. Now bend the elbows, wiggle the wrists, shin the shoulders, kick the legs out, wiggle the hips, and just loosen up the body and bobble the head. Now let's do both hands at the same time. And again, we'll add the squat. So inhale to the shoulders. And when you exhale, come down. So we begin with an inhale. When you exhale, lift up and straighten the elbows. And inhale, come down. Exhale, straighten the legs and the elbows. And inhale, that's 2. Exhale, reach and stretch. And inhale, that's 3. Exhale, and 4. Exhale, 5 more. Exhale, 4 more. Exhale, 3 more. Exhale, 2 more. Exhale, 1 more. Exhale, no more. Then inhale, straighten the legs, and exhale, lower the arms down. Take 2 breaths through the nose. Inhale, and exhale. Always inhale through the nose. Again, inhale, and exhale. Now bend the elbows, wiggle the wrists, shim the shoulders, bobble the head, kick those legs out, wiggle the hips, and just loosen up the body. Now let's do a overhead press with the side tap. We'll do all 10 on the right side. We're not going to do a squat here. So inhale to the shoulders and exhale. We begin with an inhale. We exhale, tap right, and inhale. Same side now. Exhale, and 2. Stretch, and 3. Exhale, inhale, 4. Exhale, inhale, 5 more. Exhale, inhale, 4 to go. Exhale, inhale, 3 more. Exhale, inhale, 2 more. Exhale, inhale, 1 more. Exhale, inhale, no more. Then inhale. As you exhale, lower the arms down. Take 2 breaths through the nose. Inhale and exhale. Okay, 1 more breath through the nose. Inhale and exhale. Nice. Now bend the elbows, wiggle the wrists, kick the legs out, wiggle the hips, shin the shoulders, and bobble the head. Ooh, okay, let's do the left side. So inhale to the shoulders and exhale. We begin with an inhale. When we exhale, tap left and stretch, and inhale, same side now. Exhale, that's 2. Exhale, and 3. Exhale, that's 4. Stretch it out. 5 more. Exhale, 4 to go. Exhale, 3 more. Exhale, 2 more. Exhale, 1 more. Exhale, no more. Then inhale. When we exhale, lower the arms down. Take 2 breaths through the nose. Inhale and exhale. 1 more breath through the nose. Inhale and exhale. Now bend the elbows, wiggle the wrists, shim the shoulders, and then kick the legs out, wiggle the hips, and just loosen up the shoulders and head. Everything relax. Okay, let's do a bent over row. Now, this is kind of like from a squat position. So you bend the knees and we inhale. When you exhale, bend the knees. Then inhale the weight to the chest. When you pull up, no, excuse me, I have to come back down. We begin with an inhale. Now when you exhale, pull up and inhale, return. Exhale, pull up and inhale, that's 2. Exhale, and 3. Exhale, and 4. Exhale, 5 more. Keep the back straight. Exhale, last 4. Exhale, 3 more. Head up. Exhale, 2 more. Keeping the head up, keeps the back straight. Exhale, 1 more. Exhale, no more. Then inhale, pivot up, then exhale, straighten the knees. Take 2 breaths through the nose. Inhale and exhale. Okay, 1 more breath through the nose. Inhale and exhale. Then bend the elbows, wiggle the wrists and the shoulders, bobble the head, kick the legs out. We're going to do a squat punch now. I lower my weights on this one. So our feet are hip width apart. We sink into a squat. Then inhale the weights to the chest. Now, From here, we're going to rise and extend the right arm out and come back down, and then rise and extend the left arm. So we begin with an inhale. When you exhale, rise and reach out. Palm faces downward, and inhale. Now the left side. Exhale, palm is downward, and inhale. That's 1. Exhale, extend the arm as far as you go, and inhale. Exhale. That's 2. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And 3. Exhale, inhale, exhale, that's 4. Exhale, inhale, exhale, 5 more. Exhale, inhale, exhale, 4 more. Exhale, inhale, exhale, 3 more. Exhale, inhale, exhale, 2 more. Exhale, inhale, exhale, 1 more. Exhale, inhale, exhale, no more. Then inhale, straighten the knees as you exhale, lower the arms. Take 2 breaths through the nose. Inhale and exhale. 1 more breath. Inhale and exhale. Then bend the elbows, wiggle the wrists, shimmy the shoulders, kick the legs out, wiggle the hips, and just loosen up the body, bobble the head. Let's put the weights off to the side for a moment, stretch it out a little bit. And before we do anything, let's take a sip of water to hydrate the body a little bit. Oh, that sip of water tasted so good to me. Our feet are hip width apart. Just bounce the knees, relax the arms, relax the shoulders. This helps relax the muscles and just loosens up everything that kind of got a little tight from the exercises. Let the arms relax, then shake the palms. Then wiggle the hips. Shim the shoulders, bob the head. So you're all looking it up. You're just relaxing, let everything relax. Yeah, you know what to do. Okay, stop. 3 hard opening breaths. Palms from the abdomen, sink into the back of the calves. And inhale, give it a big stretch. And exhale, come down for 2 more times. Through the nose, inhale and stretch. And exhale, 1 more goes to forward bend. Through the nose, inhale. Now when you exhale, lock the knees, hinge at the hips. Feel the pull in the back of the legs. 3 breaths here. Inhale. When you exhale, just let yourself relax into the stretch. 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale, just to let yourself relax. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhaling, just let it all go. Okay, 1 more. Now, when you inhale, bend the knees and pivot up. As we exhale, we straighten out. Now, let's do an overhead tricep extension like this. Now, this one we can add a squat to it also. So our feet are hip width apart. Now I take 2 weights and put them in front of me. We drop the weights behind the back. So I want you to inhale up. When you exhale, as you lower the weights, I want you to bend the knees. Now, bending the knees is optional here. We begin with an inhale. When you exhale, lift up and stretch. And inhale, bend the knees as we come down. Exhale, stretch. And inhale, that's 2. Exhale, and 3. Exhale, and 4. Exhale, 5 more. Exhale, 4 more. Exhale, 3 more. Exhale, 2 more. Exhale, 1 more. Exhale, no more. Then inhale up and exhale, lower the arms down. Take 2 breaths through the nose. Inhale and exhale. 1 more breath. Inhale and exhale. Nice. Now bend the elbows, wiggle the wrists and the shoulders, bob the head, kick the legs out, wiggle the hips, just loosen up the body. Let's do a tricep kickback now. So feet are hip width apart. We bend the knees and inhale the weights to the chest. When you exhale, pull your elbows back. From here, we kick back and hold it for a second. So we begin with an inhale. When you exhale, kick back and hold it. And inhale, that's 1. Exhale, and 2. Exhale, and 3. Exhale, and 4. Exhale, 5 more. Exhale, last 4. Exhale, 3 more. Exhale, 2 more. Exhale, 1 more. Exhale, no more. Then inhale, pivot up. As you exhale, lower your arms down. Take 2 breaths through the nose. Inhale and exhale. 1 more breath. Inhale and exhale. Now bend the elbows, wiggle the wrists and the shoulders, bobble the head, kick the legs out, wiggle the hips, just loosen up the body. Okay, let's do a swing back. So it's a step back with a swing. So we're going to bring the weights to our chest and step back with our right foot. Remember the toe and then the heel are flat as you do the swing. So you have a nice flat foot in the behind. You're not on the ball of the foot. So we begin with an inhale to the chest and exhale. We begin with an inhale. When you exhale, toe, heel, and swing, and inhale. Now we alternate to the left. Exhale, toe, heel. That's one. Back to the right. Exhale, inhale, left. Exhale, back to the right. Exhale, inhale, exhale, 3, exhale, inhale, exhale, 4, exhale, inhale, exhale, 5 more, exhale, inhale, exhale, 4 to go, exhale, inhale, exhale, 3 more, exhale, inhale, exhale, 2 more, exhale, inhale, exhale, 1 more, exhale, inhale, exhale, no more. Then inhale and exhale, lower the arms, take 2 breaths through the nose, inhale and exhale. 1 more breath, inhale and exhale. Then bend the elbows, wiggle the wrists and the shoulders, bobble it, kick the legs out, wiggle those hips and just loosen up the body. Okay, now we're going to do a bicep curl standing on one leg, kind of. So put your right toe out. We're just going to bring the right knee up as we do the arm curl. All 10 will be on the right side. We begin with an inhale. When you exhale, knee up and inhale, toe down. Exhale and 2. Exhale and 3. Exhale and 4. Exhale, 5 more. Exhale, 4 more. Exhale, 3 more. Very good for the core. Exhale, 2 more. Exhale, 1 more. Exhale, no more. Then inhale and exhale. Okay, 1 more breath. Inhale and exhale. All right, now bend the elbows, wiggle the wrists and the shoulders, bobble head. Kick the legs out, wiggle the hips, loosen up the body. Let's do the left side. So left toes are out. We begin with an inhale. When we exhale, knee up and inhale, toes down. Exhale and 2. Exhale and 3. Exhale, that's 4. Exhale, 5 more. Exhale, 4 more. Exhale, 3 more. Exhale, 2 more. Exhale, 1 more. Exhale, no more. Then inhale and exhale. 1 more breath through the nose. Inhale. Exhale. Now bend the elbows, wiggle the wrists, kick the legs out, wiggle the waist, and then shift the shoulders, bobble the head. Let's do a back lunge with an arm curl. Now, if that's too difficult, you can just step back and on the ball of your foot and do the curl. But we're going to actually put the foot behind the back as we do the curl. Okay, this is the way I'll lead. So we begin with an inhale. When you exhale, come down and inhale. Other side now. Exhale. That's 1. Back to the right. Exhale. Inhale left. Exhale. That's 2. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 4. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 5 more. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 4 more. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. No more. Take 2 breaths. Inhale and exhale. Okay, 1 more breath. Inhale and exhale. Nice. Now bend the elbows, wiggle the wrists, kick the legs out, wiggle the waist, shift the shoulders, bobble the head, loosen up. Just let everything relax. Let's get rid of the weights and stretch it out a little bit. And let's come and bring our palms by the side of our head. We're going to bring our right arm up, left arm, both at the same time, a set of 3. We begin with it, and we can start with a little squat. So we begin with an inhale. When you exhale, rise up and stretch, and inhale, bend the knees. Other side, exhale, stretch, and inhale both. Exhale, back to the right. 2 more times. Exhale, inhale left. Exhale, inhale both. Exhale, 1 more set. Right side, exhale, inhale left. Exhale, inhale both. Exhale, and inhale, come on down. Now exhale, straighten the knees, lower the arms. Take 2 breaths. Inhale and exhale. 1 more breath. Inhale and exhale. Okay, now shoulder shrug, right, left, both at the same time. Start with the right side. Inhale up, 1, 2, 3, and exhale, left side. Inhale up for a nice stretch, and exhale. 2 more sets, right side, both at the same time, I'm sorry. Inhale and exhale, back to the right. Inhale and exhale, left. Inhale and exhale, both. Inhale and exhale, 1 more set, right side. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale, both. Inhale and exhale. Okay, just drop the arms down, shake them around, loosen up the body. Left ear, left shoulder, extend the right hand. As an option, you can take this hand and wrap it around. I want you to sink into a squat. So inhale, we rise, and exhale, just relax into the stretch. 2 more. Inhale, we rise, and exhale, relax. 1 more. Inhale. Now when you exhale, we come down, but on the inhale, we come out of this, and exhale, just relax and loosen up. Kick the legs out. Let's do the other side the same way. Right ear, right shoulder, extend the left arm. Right hand comes around, sink into a squat. So inhale, we rise, and exhale, we relax into the stretch. 2 more. Inhale and exhale, just enjoy the stretch. 1 more time. Inhale and exhale, come down. Now when you inhale, we come up out of this, and exhale, just bobble the head, relax the arms, and bring your feet together. Just bounce the knees, relax the arms, relax the shoulders, shake the palms, wiggle the hips, loosen up the body. Let's do 3 heart opening breaths, palms in front of the abdomen, sink into a squat. So inhale, open the chest and stretch, and exhale, 2 more. Again, inhale and stretch, and exhale. 1 more is forward bend. Inhale and stretch. Now when you exhale, lock the knees, hands at the hips, let the arms dangle. Feel a nice pull in the back of the legs. 3 breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Just let yourself relax. 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. Just let it go. 1 more time. Inhale and exhale. Let it go. Now when you inhale, bend the knees and pivot up. When we exhale, we straighten up, and we conclude by saying, thank you. And Bill, back to you. You guys can ask any questions you want now. I'll stay for a few minutes. We'll stop the recording.